Okay, I want to start with this. We're about to take a big turn here. Difficulty is going to increase in sight singing. Your examples, I'm going to show you that today. And then this isn't so much because we're taking one step at a time. I think this is going to be fine once you look at that sheet I've given you and make sense of it. So raise your hand if you can tell me which key we're in. Jake. We're in, you said the key of E. Okay, let's check. Fa, mi, re, do. So that is where the space. So what is it? It's key of F. Okay, right? Silent. So we've got to keep in touch with how to do that. Okay? All right, so next I'm going to go up here. What is the letter name of the do in this example? I mean, we just said it, but Jared, it's F. So the key is the same as the do's. Okay? We want to say what key are we in. Right? And I would double check always to make sure like it's not flatted, the F's aren't flatted, no, or sharp. And always check that. But don't forget about that. It's real important. All right, now we're going to go up to listing the solfege names. And you've got that sheet of paper in your hands. Jared, first read your answers out loud.
Do, re, do, re, do, re.
Okay, now let's talk about it. Don't panic. All right, so this is do. This is re. He said this was D. And he was correct in saying that this was also D. And the reason he knows is because that sheet has it on there. We'll talk about that in a minute. But the sheet you thought. This is me. This we already know it's flatted. This one is also me. Okay, and I'll tell you why in a minute. There's a rule on that sheet. Okay, and then do, back to do, and then re to do. Okay. Now silently take that sheet, and I want to talk to you about why this is also D. For example, it stays D. Look at your little sheet. Okay. Don't talk about it. So, in musical notation, you've got a natural sign. That's what we're dealing with. We're going to start dealing with that now. Okay. So this is what it looks like. Accidental sign is like a flat or a sharp. Don't talk. It cancels a flat or a sharp somewhere. That's all it does. That's what the essence of it is. Now if I go back here and look back, I don't see any naturals here. There are no natural signs at all. Okay? No. All right. Rules to remember. If a note is flatted or sharp or altered, sometimes I use the word altered, okay, instead of saying flatted or sharp. During a single measure, like this one, okay, that one, it's not part of the key signature, it's right in that single measure. This one's right in that single measure. The rule is, hang on, all right, I'm messing up. All right, the rule is that it stays, it applies only to that measure, and then it goes away. It's a short-term thing. Unless the natural appears to change it back. So, if I went over here, it's not working, it's working my nerves, is what it's working. All right, if I go there and I drew a natural sign here, it would cancel out that sharp. So now it would be do, re, D, and then it would go back to do. If I had a natural sign there, but I don't. So it stays D. And then here, this is me. If I had a natural sign there, it would go back to what? Me. Okay, but it's me because there's nothing canceling it. Then this do is in a new measure, so this do no longer applies. And that re is fine, this do, new measure, it's the same. Jeremy.
So if there's like, let's say, there's an natural sign on that do in the first measure, when there's a note after it, when it stays sharp, with the sharp, does it, or if there's a note after it, does it stay natural or does it go back?
Like if this had been sharp,
Like does there have to be another natural?
this would have also been sharp, unless there was a natural on it. Okay? So the whole measure, if I put a do there with a sharp on it, all the do's would be sharp, unless there was a natural. All the do's would have been sharp, if I had put a sharp there. Cameron? All right, now let's go back. Next rule. Thank you. You're fine. All right, second rule. Everybody listen, this is really important, and we're not going to deal with this one for a while. But rule number 2 says that a key signature causes a note to be flatted, sharp, or altered the entire song. So this is when a natural sign gets tricky. We're not dealing with that yet. But a natural sign, if a natural sign appears and cancels it from the key signature, which it can do, That's going to be a whole other thing. We're not dealing with that yet. We're going to focus on rule number 1 for a little while. Okay? Don't worry about the answer too much yet. But that's why I keep making you go back and look at it. Yeah.
Doesn't a natural sign cause dissonance?
It can. It can cause dissonance. Good. I mean, y'all probably notice in your music sometimes. They have oh. That is a little bit tricky, right? And it can make it sound dissonant to you. All right, now you've got the essence. You keep that sheet, and every time you have to do this, you look at it and ask yourself, is this rule apply? We're going to focus on rule 1 for a while. All right. So put that away and slide up, and let's do some rhythms. Ready? We got 16ths combined with triplets. Ready? Here's the beat. Everybody on the soprano. 1, 2, ready, go.
Ta, triple T-top. Ta, triple T-top.
Ready? Be careful with this. 1, 2, ready, go.
T-T-top. T-T-top. Triple T-top. T-T-top.
Yeah, so 1, 2, ready, go.
T-T-top. Top. 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 Triple T-top.
No tie after. Be careful. All right, everybody on your own part. And 50 hands are triple T. That's it. Okay? Everybody on your part. 1, 2, ready, go.
T-T-top. Top. Top. Triple T-top. Triple T-top.
Good. Yeah, and I know it's so hard not to do triple tie. Great.
Ethan Major.
All right. Now, everybody, sit back and listen. Look this way, Ethan. All right, you guys remember in the last few years, when you guys have learned about finding pitches, and sometimes pitches are hard to find, and you're supposed to find them and then hold them and then drill them over and over and over. Remember? All right, well, right now, you need to pull that back out because it's going to happen. Today, you're not going to sight sing, but starting today, all the sightseeing coming up for the next 2 weeks are going to have one really difficult pitch to find. Big leaps that you've never done before. You have all the skills to find them, though. They're going to be tricky. So, starting tomorrow. So you tell me the pitch finding skills that you already have. One person raised hand. Anything that you already use that you remember. Nico. Okay. Yeah, that tells you what the name of the notes are. But when you're trying to locate them during your chaos period, what are some things that you do, Joy? You start at do and then climb your way up. Scale. Hannah. Okay. What else? Yep. You can hear it from others. You hear them do it, and you grab it from them. Yeah. What? You use arpeggios, like Re Fa La, Do Mi Sol. Those are your main ones, right? In your hands, you have all these skills to use. All right. We aren't going to sight sing this, but look at it. Look at the board and find in the soprano part where the biggest trick would be in terms of pitch finding. One person raised hands. Go from one measure at a time. Might be more than one. Where is going to be the most difficult pitch for them to find? If you sopranos, look at it, locate it, because that's where you're going to, guys, listen, Jangry, that's where you're going to put all your energy. Because rhythm is easy, right? And some of these measures you can sing so simply. All right, Jared. All right, beat. This goes sol, la, ti, do, and then do, ti, la, sol, fa. Do, fa. That is weird and awkward. They are going to struggle with that. And so, I'm a soprano. I find the do, I find the fa, and that's where I spend all my time. All right? We keep going. Sol, re. Then they kick their butts. Right? All right, now what about altos? Look at the alto part. Is it difficult? Is it the easiest of all? Yes. Yes, there's really nothing that hard for them. They've got sol, mi, re, ti, but that's not that hard. All right, boys, locate it. Jared. I'm sorry, Jay. That, and listen, when you can't find a pitch, guys, listen, you are done. It's hard to recover from that unless you can find dough or something. But that is where the boys, tomorrow you have something like this, you spend all your time locating those two. You know rhythm. Look at how easy this rhythm is. And even if it weren't easy, y'all, rhythm is so easy for us, generally speaking, right? So watch, there's going to be hard for them. What is this? This is la, and that's re. That's so weird. That's the kind of stuff you're going to encounter over the next 2 weeks. So get ready. All right, y'all ready? Y'all ready to lose? It's like that. Do, re, so, si, so, sa, sa. So, sa, sa. So, mi, do. So, mi, do, mi, do. Do, mi, do, mi, mi. Mi, 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 mi. So, so, so. So, si, si. So, si, si. Si, la, la. Si, la, la. La, la, sol. La, la, sol. So, do, do. Mi, mi, mi. Mi, mi, mi. So, sa, sa. Ha! Somebody was like, what's that? La, la, la. La, la, le, le. La, le, le. La, le, sol. La, le, sol. Si, sol. So, si, sol. Si, sol. So, si, sol. I am addicted to Empire. I can't stop thinking about it. I worship Cookie, and it's not good. I mean, I binge watched 3 episodes on Sunday. You know, I heard it. It was Ethan. So who watches it, Empire? We have something to talk about. What's wrong with you? Are you missing?
Yeah.
You are. I'm going to be nice because I was so mean. You almost did it again.